Okay, so this is just continuing investigation 3. So this one is power of a power. So we have 2 to the exponent 2, but we need it to happen 3 times. So when you expand it, it would look like this. 2 to the 2, remember dot means times, 2 to the 2 times 2 to the 2. Okay? Which would mean that this one right here is 2 times 2. This one is 2 times 2. And this one is 2 times 2. So when we write it as a single power, okay, you're going to have the base 2, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Oh, why would that move? I don't know why it's acting weird. Sorry, guys. Oh, whatever. Okay, so that means we have 2 to the power 6. And then when we were, if we were to look at it, exponent 2 times 2 times 3, if we multiplied the exponent of an exponent, 2 times 3 is 6, and what do we have here? Exponent 6. Okay, this next one means 0.3 squared 4 times. So you're going to have 0.3 squared. 0.3 squared, 0.3 squared, 0.3 squared. Okay? Super hard to write with your finger. So if we look at that, that would be broken down also like this. Okay? So there would be 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. So if I were to count them up, we would have 2 here, plus 2 here, which is 4, plus another 2, which is 6, and then another 2, which is 8. So it would be 0.3 to the 8. And if we were to multiply it, 2 times 4 gives us 8. Okay, so instead of writing all of these, sorry guys, like this is annoying with my internet. So instead of rewriting this one like I did above, just bring the arrow over. We know our base is -1. And then we're just going to do 5 times 3. Okay, which would give us 15. And if we were to, or no, we'll just leave it there. Sorry, I'm not going that far. Okay, next one. We have our base of 2 over 7. Okay, and we're doing that 4 times. So I'm just going to draw an arrow over here. So our base is 2 over 7. And then, like I said, 2 times 2 gives us 4. Next one, we have our base x. So I'm just going to, instead of writing it a bunch of times, I'm going to have x. And then I have 3 times 4, which gives me 12. So that would be my single power. Okay? So basically the rule is a power of a power, which is what this is called, a power of a power. So a power of a power can be written as a single power by multiplying. The exponents. Okay, so this can be written as c to the exponent mn. When there's nothing in between it, it means multiply. Okay? Now, an example. Write each expression as a single power, then evaluate. So what we're going to do is, not annoying at all. Okay, so we have our base 6. So we have 6. And then our exponents are 2 times 2. So we know that 2 times 2. And then equals 6 to the exponent 4. And if you put that in your calculator, 6 exponent 4, you will get 1,296 as your final answer. So we'll just do these couple last 2 questions together. Oh, this is so crazy that this is going on so often. It's your class that's showing up while I'm trying to record the next day's lesson. Okay, So we have our base of -2. And then we know that we have an exponent of an exponent, which means multiply. So this is 3 times 2. Okay, so our bracket, -2, and then our exponent, 3 times 2, gives us 6. Now, if you put that in your calculator, you will get positive 64. And next one here, we have 1/3 as our base. Okay, and then we have an exponent of an exponent, which means multiply, so that's 4 times 4. So it can be written as 1/3 to the exponent 16. And then in your calculators, 1 to the exponent 16, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, 16 times, just gives you 1. And, sorry, and 3 to the exponent 16 gives you 3 times 3 times 3, 16 times, which gives you this big, huge number. I've got to concentrate to write this down so that I don't miss anything. So 43,046,721. So that would be your final answer. Okay, and last is the trickier examples on the back of the page. It says simplify each expression by applying the exponent law. If possible, evaluate the powers. Okay, so for the first one, if we look here, when it's multiplying, it's adding, and then you'll notice over here we have dividing, which means subtracting. So we all have the same base of 4, so that's good. And now we just have to work with the exponents. So the first one is going to be 3 plus 4. So 3 plus 4. And then because we go to dividing, it's subtracting, and it's subtracting 5. And subtract 5. So with the base 4, 3 plus 4 gives us 7. And then 7 minus 5 gives us 2. So now 4 to the exponent 2 is 16. That's your final answer. This is another way to write it down with multiplying and dividing. So over here, this top part is multiplying, so we're going to add the exponents. But then down here is dividing, so we're going to subtract those exponents. So luckily we all have the same base of 9. Okay, so 9 is our base. And then let's do it one step at a time. So exponent 6 plus exponent 3, and then we subtract exponent 7. So keep our base of 9, and 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 minus 7 gives us 2, which gives us 81. Next one. Okay, so one step at a time. This one is a power of a power, so that means multiply. Okay, so 4 times 2 is the multiplying, and then here we are going to add. So we'll start here. 2. Our base is 2. So the first one we have, we set up here, 4 times 2 is 8. And then we are going to add 3 from this one. Excuse me. And then it's 2 to the exponent 11. And then when you put that in your calculator, you will get 2,048. That's your final answer. Okay, next one looks a little confusing. We have A's and we have B's, so we have to collect our like terms. So we know that multiplying means adding. Okay, so let's start off with our A's. Okay, so we have a 4 and we have a 1. So it's 4 plus 1 for our A's. And then let's go to our B's. We have a 5 plus a 3. And then when we simplify A, we have 4 plus 1, which gives us 5. And then our B, we have 5 plus 3, gives us 8. That is your final answer. Okay, we'll do the same thing with E, but because we have dividing, we're going to be subtracting. So the first one, P, we have 6 take away 3. So 6 take away 3. Then we have our Q, and we have 5 take away 2. So 5 take away 2. So now when we simplify, P, the exponent 6 minus 3 gives us 3. And then we have our Q, and we have 5 minus 2 gives us 3. That's your final answer. F, we have exponent of exponent. Okay, so remember this one means multiply. Okay, so remember if there's nothing above, like for example this G, it's assumed that it's a 1. So it's going to be 1 times 3. Okay, so G is going to be 1 times 3. And then when we look at our H is 4 times 3. And then if we expand this out, G is going to be 1 to the exponent 3 is 3. And H, 4 times 3 is 12. So that's your final answer. Okay, now we're on another super tricky one. Okay, so this one actually has a number in front. Okay, there's a 2. So remember, this exponent outside of the brackets means everything gets an exponent 2. So the H gets exponent 2, G gets exponent 2, and 2 gets exponent 2. So let's rewrite this. It's going to be 2 to the exponent 2, right? Because without anything there, it's assumed that it's a 1, okay? And then G. G is going to be 5 times 2. So 5 times 2. And then we have H, which is 3 times 2. H is 3 times 2. And then we're going to divide it by 2GH6. Okay, so one step at a time. We're just going to have to continue it underneath. So 2 to the exponent 2 gives us 4. G is 5 times 2, so that's 10. H is 3 times 2, which is 6. And then divided by 2GH6. So now we're going to have 4 divided by 2 gives us 2. And then we have G10 minus 1, because this one, there's nothing there, so it's just a 1. And then we're going to have our H, and our H is 6 minus 6. Ooh, that's interesting. 6 minus 6. Okay, so let's simplify. So the 2 stays out in front. G is now to the exponent 9, and H is to the exponent 0. And this is your final answer. And technically anything to the 0 is just 1. So it could be written as this, 2G9. You don't even have to put the H in. Okay, so I moved H over to the other side. If I run out of time recording, the answer's all up on the teacher's notes, so I'll try to go quick. Okay, so the first one, we have 3 times 6, which gives us 18. Then we have B, and it's 2 plus 2, because the other one's a 2. And then we have D, which is the 1 and 1, so 1 plus 1. And then we have to divide it by, now this means that the 3 is squared, so 3 times 3 is 9. And then we have B, which is 1 times 2. And then the D, because there's nothing there, it's a 1, and then multiply it by 2. Okay, so now I'm going to have 18. B is going to be the 4.